He hesitated for a moment before pushing it open. What Patrick saw inside was beyond his worst nightmares. In the bustling city of Abuja, where the streets hum with the rhythm of everyday life and skyscrapers pierce the sky, the Doyle family's estate stood as a symbol of unmatched wealth and mystery. Nestled in a secluded area, their estate was a fortress of opulence, featuring sprawling gardens, high-tech security systems, and a mansion that seemed to stretch endlessly. Rumors about the source of their immense fortune circulated widely, with theories ranging from divine intervention to occult practices. The Doyle family's wealth was legendary, from luxurious cars to expansive properties and a lavish lifestyle. They embodied the pinnacle of success. Yet, the source of their prosperity remained shrouded in secrecy. The estate was equipped with the latest technology, including advanced surveillance and high walls that obscured the mansion from prying eyes. Despite their public image of sophistication and philanthropy, whispers of their fortune's true origin persisted. Behind the grandeur of their estate, the Doyle family harbored a dark and ancient secret. In the depths of their mansion, hidden from the world, lay a chamber that contained the Kulumu charm, a relic said to have been forged by a forgotten deity. This charm granted the family their extraordinary wealth, but at a dreadful cost. To sustain its power, the family had to keep their bloodline pure through incestuous practices. To the outside world, the Doyles appeared like any other wealthy family. They made strategic marriages with individuals from prominent families, presenting themselves as paragons of social grace. However, within the confines of their estate, the family engaged in disturbing rituals to uphold the charm's magic. This dark reality was concealed from everyone, even from those who worked closely with them. For generations, the Doyle family had maintained their power through secrecy and deception. Members of the family were bound by a blood oath to preserve their wealth and status. The charm's magic required a constant supply of pure blood, which was achieved through a cycle of incest. This practice, while horrific, was crucial to maintaining their opulent lifestyle. Patrick was a talented artisan, known for his skill in crafting intricate furniture. His creations were sought after by the elite, but he remained grounded and humble. When he met Sarah, the youngest daughter of the Doyle family, he was immediately enchanted by her kindness and intelligence. Their relationship blossomed quickly, leading to a wedding that showcased the family's wealth and influence. Sarah was unlike her siblings. While they reveled in the benefits of their family's fortune, she was haunted by the dark legacy that bound her family. Despite the luxury surrounding her, she yearned for freedom from the oppressive cycle of their curse. Her hope was pinned on her marriage to Patrick. She believed that together they could escape the shadow of her family's past. After their wedding, Patrick moved into the Doyle estate, adjusting to the opulence and the peculiarities of his new life. The estate was filled with artifacts, each telling a story of the family's long history. Though Patrick admired the beauty and luxury around him, he was unaware of the sinister truth that lay hidden behind the estate's walls. Initially, life seemed idyllic. Patrick and Sarah enjoyed their new life together, celebrating their union and exploring the vast estate. However, an underlying tension lingered, an unspoken unease that neither could ignore. Patrick, though content, felt a growing curiosity about the secrets of his new home. One stormy night, as rain battered the estate and thunder rumbled ominously, Patrick awoke to find Sarah missing from their bed. An unsettling feeling gripped him as he noticed her absence. Driven by concern, he ventured through the darkened corridors of the mansion, guided by the distant glow of candlelight and faint whispers. His search led him to a part of the mansion he had never explored before. The hallway was dimly lit, and the air was thick with an oppressive silence. As he approached a steel door slightly ajar, he hesitated for a moment before pushing it open. What Patrick saw inside was beyond his worst nightmares. The room was filled with the Doyle family, their faces pale and expressive. At the center of the room was the Kulumu charm, glowing eerily. Sarah stood among them, her face streaked with tears, as her brother prepared to perform a ritual that would sustain their wealth. He saw Sarah and brother get down to business, sleeping with one another as required for the ritual to preserve the family wealth. The sight was so horrifying that Patrick staggered back, his heart racing uncontrollably. He was furious and terrified at the same time. The realization hit him like a tidal wave. The opulence he had admired was built on a foundation of horror and blood. As he stumbled away from the door, panic surged through him. He knew he had to act quickly to escape and reveal the truth, but he needed to be cautious. If the family discovered that he had seen their secret, his life would be in grave danger. The following morning, Patrick wore a mask of normalcy. He engaged with the family, participating in conversations and social activities while hiding his distress. He maintained a facade of contentment, even as his mind raced with thoughts of escape. He carefully planned his next steps, knowing that any misstep could jeopardize his chance of fleeing. Patrick confided in Sarah, revealing what he had witnessed. Sarah was horrified but also relieved to have someone to share her burden with. She had longed for an escape from the dark legacy of her family, and Patrick's discovery presented a chance for liberation. She was tired of sleeping with her brothers just to remain wealthy. She loved Patrick and didn't want to share herself with anyone else, especially for wealth. Patrick was furious and angered, but he fell. Together, they devised a plan to leave the estate and seek help. Their escape plan was meticulous. They decided to leave under the cover of night, when the estate's security would be less vigilant. They prepared essential supplies and ensured that their departure would go unnoticed. The couple was determined to find someone who could help them break the curse and expose the truth. As night fell, Patrick and Sarah made their move. They navigated through the estate's labyrinthine corridors, avoiding security cameras and patrols. Their hearts pounded with fear and anticipation as they slipped through a hidden exit, making their way into the darkness of the surrounding forest. Their escape did not go unnoticed. The Doyle family's security team soon realized that Patrick and Sarah were missing and began a thorough search. The estate's advanced surveillance systems captured the couple's flight, triggering alarms and mobilizing the family's loyal security personnel. Patrick and Sarah raced through the dense forest, their breaths coming in ragged gasps. The sound of distant drums and the thud of footsteps behind them signaled that the trackers were closing in. The forest, though offering some cover, was an unforgiving terrain. The couple pushed through the underbrush, their determination driving them forward despite their exhaustion. As they fled, Patrick remembered rumors of a wise elder living in a remote village. This elder was reputed for his knowledge of ancient curses and magical artifacts. With no other options, they decided to head towards the village, hoping that the elder would provide them with the guidance they needed. After days of arduous travel, Patrick and Sarah arrived at the remote village. The elder's home was situated deep within a serene forest, far removed from the hustle and bustle of city life. The elder was a figure of great renown, known for his wisdom and mystical knowledge. Upon their arrival, Patrick and Sarah were greeted with skepticism, but eventually gained the elder's trust. They recounted their harrowing tale, describing the Kulumu charm and the dark rituals performed by the Doyle family. The elder listened intently, his expression growing somber as they spoke. The elder revealed that the Kulumu charm was not a blessing, but a curse. It fed on the family's suffering and sins, binding them in a cycle of greed and bloodshed. The charm's power was derived from the bloodline's purity, which was maintained through incest. To break the curse, the charm had to be destroyed, but this would mean losing all their wealth and incurring the wrath of the spirits bound to it. Patrick and Sarah were overwhelmed by the gravity of the elder's revelation. They realized that their mission was far more perilous than they had anticipated. However, they were determined to end the curse and liberate the Doyle family from its dark grip. The elder provided them with protective charms, and guidance on how to confront the Kulumu charm. Armed with this knowledge, Patrick and Sarah prepared to return to the Doyle estate. They knew that their journey was far from over and that they would face significant challenges along the way. Patrick and Sarah made their way back to the Doyle estate, their resolve strengthened by the elders' wisdom. The estate's grandeur seemed even more oppressive now, a stark contrast to the freedom they sought. They knew that confronting the Doyle family would be a test of their courage and determination. Upon their arrival, Patrick and Sarah carefully planned their approach. They intended to reveal the truth about the Kulumu charm to the family, hoping to incite a change of heart among some members. They knew that exposing the curse could lead to a confrontation with the family's most powerful members. As they entered the estate, Patrick and Sarah were met with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. The family was initially unaware of their plan, allowing the couple to move about the estate and gather the necessary information. They worked to gain the trust of key family members, preparing for the moment when they would reveal the truth. The moment of revelation arrived. Patrick and Sarah gathered the Doyle family in a grand hall, the same room where the dark rituals were performed. With a mix of fear and determination, they presented the elders' findings and exposed the true nature of the Kulumu charm. The family's reaction was a whirlwind of emotions. Some members were shocked and horrified, while others reacted with anger and denial. The room was filled with heated arguments as the Doyles grappled with the truth of their family's legacy. Sarah's siblings, who had once been her companions in secrecy, now faced her with a mix of betrayal and disbelief. The confrontation escalated. The power of the Kulumu charm began to wane. The mansion trembled and the sky darkened as the spirits bound to the charm fought to protect it. Patrick and Sarah stood firm, their resolve unshaken by the chaos around them. The family was divided. Some were willing to break the curse and start anew, while others clung desperately to their wealth. The internal struggle within the family mirrored the external battle with the spirits, creating a tumultuous atmosphere that threatened to tear the mansion apart. The climax of the confrontation was intense. The Kulumu charm's power was at its peak as the family's unity disintegrated. The mansion's walls shook violently, and the air crackled with supernatural energy. Patrick and Sarah fought against the chaos, determined to end the curse once and for all. In a dramatic showdown, Patrick and Sarah approached the Kulumu charm. With the elders' guidance, they performed a ritual to destroy the charm. The process was arduous and fraught with danger, as the spirits bound to the charm unleashed their fury in an attempt to thwart their efforts. With a final, decisive effort, Patrick and Sarah shattered the Kulumu charm. The relic exploded into 1,000 fragments, and the estate was engulfed in a blinding light. The once powerful mansion was left in ruins, and the Doyle family's wealth disintegrated into dust. In the aftermath of the destruction, Patrick and Sarah began the process of rebuilding their lives. They were free from the curse that had plagued them and the Doyle family for generations. The estate, now a shell of its former self, stood as a reminder of the price of greed and the power of redemption. The Doyle family, stripped of their riches, faced a new reality. They were forced to live among the villagers, their former grandeur reduced to memory. The once feared family was now humbled, their dark secret laid bare for all to see. Patrick and Sarah found solace in their newfound freedom. They embraced a simpler life, using their experiences to inspire others. Their story became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of resilience and the strength to confront one's darkest fears. As the years went by, the legend of the Doyle family evolved into a cautionary tale. It was shared around city gatherings and whispered in hushed tones, serving as a reminder of the dangers of greed, the consequences of forbidden bonds, and the cost of living in the shadow of dark secrets. Patrick and Sarah's journey was a testament to the human spirit's capacity for change and redemption. Their story inspired many to seek truth, embrace freedom, and confront their own shadows. The legacy of the Doyle family, once marked by darkness, became a symbol of hope and renewal, a narrative that resonated through the annals of history.